Hey, what's up, y'all? So, God was just revealing to me how, a lot of times when we make a decision that's outside of His will for our life, or we, you know what I'm saying, do things that God never intended for us to do, we like to blame Him when it don't work out in our favor, when it don't go the way that we want it to go. We like to say, well, why, God, why would you allow this to happen to me? You know, when the whole time God was telling you not to do it in the first place, you know, in Jesus Christ's name, because we know we have free will. We have the will, the freedom to choose whether we want to do something. We have the will to choose whether we want to obey God in Jesus Christ's name. So just say, for example, you know, you have sex or something before marriage in Jesus Christ's name. Then you end up getting pregnant, right? Now you're pregnant, you have your child, which of course the child is a blessing in Jesus Christ's name. But you having sex outside of marriage is not in God's will. It's not in His plan for your life. You get what I'm saying? You chose to go and have sex, but we have to face the consequences of our actions. So your consequence was you got pregnant. Now you have a child father or a kid's mom that's, you know, it's drama. Like, y'all don't know how to co-parent. Y'all can't get along. You know, now you got to deal with this person for 18 plus whatever years in Jesus Christ's name. You know, but the thing about it is that God still is with us. You know, He still will provide a way for you to take care of your child. He still will, you know, never leave you nor forsaken us. But a lot of times we blame God for the consequences that come behind the decisions that we made, when in reality it was never in God's will. You get what I'm saying? For us to go through that. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future," in Jesus Christ's name. So we know that nothing that God does is to harm us in Jesus Christ's name. But the thing about it is also Genesis 20:50, it says, what the enemy meant for evil, God will turn around for your good in Jesus Christ's name. So God can still use that situation, you know, to allow something good to come from it. The thing about it with God, everything has a purpose, you know what I'm saying? So even if you have the single parent, you got to go through certain things, you're going to come out greater on the other side. You get what I'm trying to say? So even though the enemy, you know, may have tricked you into doing what you wanted to do, just, you know, deciding to sleep with that man, now you got a baby, God will turn that situation around and still allow it to work out for your good. That's how wonderful God is in Jesus Christ's name. Lord willing, that makes sense. And I love y'all. Have a good day.